This is a sign that William McGinley probably felt very, very uncomfortable about the things he was seeing happen there. And this is a kind of guy who would want to protect himself. That's my opinion why he left. This is a guy who's been at big law firms his whole career. His name is, again, William McGinley. Donald Trump sent this message saying, this guy's going to be the main lawyer of Doge. Well, he's gone. He lasted, what, half of a Scaramucci? Look, better than Vivek Ramaswamy, who got forced out of Doge. The other supposed leader, it was Elon Musk and Vivek. Vivek got pushed out. Vivek lasted negative Scaramucci's. He didn't even make it through inauguration before Elon Musk pushed him out. But McGinley at least lasted 2 days or 3 days, and then he left. He quit. He resigned, he left, and he said, I'll make some announcements about what I'm doing in the private sector soon, but I'm not dealing with this. I'm going into the private sector. Now, this was first reported by the Wall Street Journal, then others like The Independent and us picked it up. Getting out of Doge, government efficiency agency sees another top leader bolt as lawyer follows Ramaswamy's exit. Bill McGinley, who was appointed as Doge's legal counsel by the president in December, announced his decision on Thursday, right? So he lasted, 3 days, maybe? Now, I just want you to think about this. This is not normal, right? Imagine if President Biden appointed somebody to an agency or a cabinet position. I get Doge is not really an agency, although Donald Trump's trying to rebrand some existing digital administrative thing as Doge. I know he's trying to do that. But could you imagine if President Biden appointed somebody to a top position and they quit right away, or they were forced out or fired before inauguration, or they left 3 days after? You know why that didn't happen? Because President Biden was a leader. Former President Biden picked people who would last, and then they behaved normally. But all you have to do is go back through Donald Trump's various failed businesses, his current failed businesses, his current crypto grifts, his meme coin grifts. Everything is a grift. He is an awful business leader. People left all the time. It was always chaos. That's how he ran things into the ground. It was one of my biggest complaints. His moral character is so low. Yes, he's a felon. He's a sexual assaulter, the worst of the worst. But he sucks as a business. He's the worst. He can't lead things because real leaders wouldn't let this happen. And so we previously reported as well that Vivek Ramaswamy was fired and he was forced out again before day one. Think about the chaos within this Doge thing. But what are they focused on? Elon Musk came up with a plan, everybody, about how he's going to cut the $2 trillion. You want to know what his plan is? He's going to kill the penny. Yeah, you heard that right. This is Doge's big, brilliant idea. They're going to get rid of the penny. But you see, what that would actually do is maybe that would cut 0.02% of Musk's $1 trillion goal. I should mention, they're no longer talking about $2 trillion, although the MAGAs in the House of Representatives haven't got that memo. They still are lying to the American people and saying it's $2 trillion. Elon Musk is now saying $1 trillion, and eliminating the penny would be 0.02% of that. Now, this is real. They want to eliminate the penny. Doge said on X that, just think about this. This sentence. Doge said on X that penny costs over 3 cents to make and cost U.S. taxpayers over $179 million in the 2023 fiscal year. Quote, the mint produced over 4.5 billion pennies in 2023, around 40% of the 11.4 billion coins for circulation produced. The Post read in part, the U.S. Mint in 2023 reported it circulated around 4.1 billion pennies. In fiscal year 2024, the U.S. Mint said its annual report that the U.S. penny cost about 3.7 cents to produce and distribute, up more than 20% from the previous year. So what are you talking about? I'm not like a lover of the penny, okay? I don't know one way or the other. I don't have like strong feelings, but $179 million doesn't even make a dent in $1 trillion, but they promised $2 trillion. But as I've said before, this is WMD, weapon of mass distraction. And I think when it came to Vivek and others, They just didn't get that memo. I mean, Vivek said the quiet part out loud. Vivek said the American culture is a mediocre culture. Remember when Vivek said that? And by the way, Elon agreed with Vivek, although Elon just got a lot more money than Vivek. So for Donald Trump, and he basically paid for Donald Trump's campaign. So Donald Trump's not doing anything with his puppet master, Elon Musk. But remember what Vivek said a few weeks back? American culture is mediocre. We focus so much on Boy Meets World or Zack and Slater over Screech, and the culture is dumb. And therefore, because Americans are too dumb to do STEM jobs, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, we need labor from India to fill the STEM jobs, and therefore the H-1B visa program needs to be expanded. By the way, Donald Trump has said over and over again, I love H-1B. H-1B is the greatest. My waiters, my maitre d's, H-1B, there's some great staff. Okay, that's not what H-1B is, Donald Trump, number one. But number two, your whole campaign promise was to do the opposite, was having these jobs filled by Americans. But with Donald Trump, it's always promise broken. Donald Trump's staff is furious at Elon Musk as well for further fueling this broligarch war taking place. Remember one of Donald Trump's first announcements that he had in the Oval Office? He brought in Sam Altman. He brought in Larry Ellison. He brought in Masayoshi Son, these three big broligarch AI people. And they said, we're going to announce Stargate, and we're going to do this $500 billion that we're going to put into AI. And then Elon Musk started reposting crack pipes and crack and saying, okay, Altman and all these people, you don't have $500 billion. This is a made up number. You may as well say $1 trillion because you are just standing in the Oval Office and lying about investments that are being made in AI. You just don't have that money. So then Altman then tried to show that these investments were being made. So he posted, he's trying to appeal to Donald Trump. Altman posts, look at this big, beautiful building. This is what we're building right now. Okay. And as I posted this in response to this guy, I'm like, okay, that factory was probably built 3 years ago. A factory doesn't get built in 24 hours. So what you're doing is you built this thing when President Biden was in office, and now you're trying to pretend that you somehow are investing this money now for Donald Trump. I mean, it's utterly, utterly pathetic. And then you have the Steve Bannon crew and that contingency within MAGA world saying that Elon needs to go and Elon's undermining Trump's agenda by attacking the AI program. And then Donald Trump said, Elon can say whatever Elon wants to say. But I mean, who would have predicted this? I mean, this video right here, I'm being sarcastic, of course. This video right here is Ann Coulter and Vivek Ramaswamy. And remember what Ann Coulter said to him? Here, play this clip.
And that's why I brought on today somebody who I think has some thoughtful perspectives on the future direction of our country, of our conservative movement, and on this question of nationalism and national identity, somebody I've been fascinated by for a long time and have interacted with on social media, but for the first time we're having at least a live form conversation in the offline sense of it. It's Ann Coulter. So Ann, thanks for coming on, and I'm looking forward to our conversation today.
Me too. Thanks for having me. That was a fantastic opening monologue. I too am a fan of yours. So I'm going to make a point of disagreeing with you so that it will be fun. You are so bright and articulate, and I guess I can call you articulate since you're not an American Black. Can't say that about them. That's derogatory. And that was a great opening segment. Lots of things to talk about there. Oh, and I agreed with many, many things you said during, in fact, probably more than most other candidates when you were running for president. But I still would not have voted for you because you're an Indian. We'll get back to that.
Can we geek out for a minute on something? I think it's going to be helpful for you. It's called Fatty 15. Its co-founder, Dr. Stephanie Vin Watson, discovered C15 as the first essential fatty acid to be found in 90 years. while working with the U.S. Navy to improve the health and welfare of aging dolphins. It's pretty simple. Essential nutrients keep our cells healthy, which keeps us healthy. So if you want to get sciencey about it, studies show that C15, it works by strengthening our cells, improving our mitochondrial function, and protecting us against damaging free radicals. So if you feel like, how could I stop aging faster? Or I'm sleeping poorly or feeling sluggish, the bottom line is that many of us are deficient in C15, which results in weaker cells, which results in those things. So Fatty 15 is the science-backed award-winning vegan and pure C15 supplement that steps in and helps. It works in multiple ways. It repairs age-related damage to cells. It protects them from future breakdowns. It boosts mitochondrial energy output and activates pathways in the body that help regulate sleep, mood, natural repair mechanisms that support our overall health. So deeper sleep, smoother functioning joints, healthier hair, skin, and nails. That's essential, and the C15 helps here, and Fatty 15 delivers. So it comes in these gorgeous reusable glass bamboo jars and refill capsules that are shipped to your door quarterly in pouches made from recycled materials. I love that. Fatty 15 is on a mission to replenish your C15 levels and restore your long-term health. You can get an additional 15% off their 90-day subscription starter kit by going to fatty15.com/Meidas and using the code Meidas at checkout. That's fatty15.com/Meidas, fatty15.com/Meidas, MEIDAS. Use that code Meidas at checkout, MEIDAS. Folks, this is what MAGA is. This is what MAGA is about. And while all of that's happening, Donald Trump's out there selling his scammy meme coins from the White House. I mean, which is just utterly pathetic. The Patriot Takes account, though, posted this, and I think it's important. It goes, Trump promised to rapidly drive prices down starting day one to make America affordable again. But egg prices are now skyrocketing. Look at the side-by-side image that Patriot Takes posted here. Play this clip.
Starting the day I take the oath of office, I will rapidly drive prices down and we will make America affordable again. We're going to make it affordable again.
So left and right, people quitting, people getting fired, total disarray. This is not this isn't normal stuff. But let's not forget, Trump promised to lower prices. That's not happening. He promised to make housing more affordable. That's not happening. None of the things he said are happening. He is a LIAR, but you all know that. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. Help us get to 4 million subscribers, please.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.